Real Enigmas and Theories is back again with another live stream. What's going on out there, everyone? I know we kind of got right back to it, but I just dropped this video and I had to come out here and say what's up to y'all. See how many people we got in here so far. Light that chat up. Let me know you with me. Okay. We live. I'm going to wait for some people to come on in here. I'm going to play the video again and we're going to talk about it a little bit before I dip. Yeah, let's get these lights up real quick so that everybody gets wind that we're here. Yo, this video is crazy. I'm not even gonna hold you. There she is. Hi, Nisha. How you doing? We're in the building tonight. We're in the building tonight. I know this was last minute. I just dropped the video and I just wanted to see if anybody wanted to build on this vid real quick. Yes, this is alive. We're live right now. Choco Beauty, how you doing? We got Sophiel, Nisha. How's the sound now? Do I sound all right out there? Okay. We got Henderson. Okay. Seems like we only got 5 people. That's all I need, really. Did everybody see the video? We got Jandra in the building. We got Jandra in the building. Hold on. Let me see what's going on. How do I sound out there, y'all? How is everything out there? Okay. Okay. I don't know. Somebody said it's better. Somebody, okay, sounds good. Okay, we got Jandra in the building. We got Andrew in the building. We got Summer Girl V in the building. Much better. We doing much better. Real Enigmas and Theories is doing another live stream back to back. The late night live. I gotta go live late night real quick because I just dropped this video, and in my opinion, this is like a real big discovery, and it adds a lot of credence to what I've already been talking about on the channel for a year now. So we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna play the video. For those of you who caught the live but you didn't see the video yet, I'm gonna play it here so you're all good. Okay. How many of you saw the video already? Let me know in the chat if you've seen the video. yeah. Okay, we got the incense burning. We got about we got all we need in here, really. Really. Okay. Sophielle says she saw the video. Andrew didn't see it. That's okay. Don't worry about it. I mean, I just dropped it less than 20, 30 minutes ago, less than a half hour ago. It was a an instant premiere. I premiered it and hopped in the chat with everybody. I just got done with it and I was like, yo, I gotta drop this like hot potatoes. Okay. So we have some that have seen the video. That's what's up. So in a few minutes here, we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna play the video again. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna stop it at any point. I'm gonna just go ahead and let it go all the way through. And the talking points that I want to make, I'll go back to them in the video. Okay, okay, Summer Girl. That's cool. She didn't see the video. Yes, indeed, Sophie L. I didn't say that in the video, but last night's live stream I spoke on that. I spoke on that one was a girl and one was a boy. And you could tell by the clothes. They got on the 17th century Puritan undergarments. And that's been right in our face the entire time. And some people have speculated that those children were from that time period. I have seen those threads on Reddit, but no one really tacked it down. But now, being that we seen this season 3 trailer, it's giving us more clues to tack this thing down. Dana Marie, I got your email, sis. Thank you. Thank you. I got your email. I'm definitely going to email you back. I got it today and I started it and I still got the draft. But just to let you know, I'm going to reach out to you. Okay. So we got Nisha in the building. We got Henderson in the building. Sophie L in the building. We have Andrew in the building. Summer Girl's in the building. She said she didn't see the video yet, so we're going to watch it. Peace, this is where it's at. Yes, this is where it's at. Come through in the chat. We got Choco Beauty. She's in the building. Jandra's in the building. She didn't see it yet, so, you know. We got Dana Marie in the building. She's in the chat. We also have Sunny the Sigma. What it do? What it do? Indeed, I'm gonna take some calls later. I know I got the call in number up there, but I'm gonna take some calls later in a little bit. I'm not gonna be on too long, and I definitely want to get some calls in, but I want to play the video, and I want to build with y'all on some of my thoughts. Just add a few, footnotes that I didn't get to put in the video. Okay. We got Sonic Scorpio in the building. Yeah. Yes. Everyone, greetings. Good evening. Good evening. Late night. Yeah. Let me ask you all a question. Do you think that well, let's just watch the video. Let's just watch the video and get into it in that way. Real Enigmas and Theories is back again with another video. I have to start this video off by saying that this is one of the dopest trailers
Y'all hear the
I've
video?
ever seen. By now, I'm sure that you've all seen it, so we're not going to play it here. Plenty of breakdowns on YouTube already. So we're going to pull out the magnifying glasses and go through this the Real Enigmas and Theories way. Let's start at the beginning. I'd like to point out that the trailer starts right where we left off at season 2. The very last shot was of Tabby at the window. However, this shot has been clearly redone and fresh. We can see the scratches are inconsistent, and this indicates that when we see Tabitha in season 3, her story will start in the hospital and move forward from there. I expect to hear more about the hikers that found her, how much time has passed since she was found, and what city and state she lands in. I think that she's either going to land in Massachusetts or Virginia, and we'll get to the reasons why later. There's a lot to unpack with this trailer, so I'm going to focus on what's going on with Tabitha outside of Frumlin and make connections to what we already know, and show you how it adds credence to what I've been talking about on this channel all along. I'm going to grab bits and pieces that are going on within the town, but for the most part, I'm going to focus on what's going on with Tabitha in this video and cover other parts of the trailer and other videos. In a previous video of mine, I speak about how Tabby may be able to contact Julie in some way. I pointed out the drawing of Julie inside of the lunchbox that Victor gave her, and also the parallel between Tabby pulling back the curtain to the left and seeing the sun, and the curtain being pulled back to the right for Julie to look outside at the crescent moon. In Tabby's hospital room, you can see the blue and yellow cups on the counter. Blue and yellow are always used on this show. It was used many times in the last episode of season 2, but it's been used throughout the show pretty frequently. The color yellow is commonly associated with sunlight and heat, while the blue is linked to moonlight, water, and cold. Combined, these colors make green, which is associated with life or a cycle. The cup is associated with the divine feminine qualities of the womb, and the womb is shaped like a cup or grail, as in Holy Grail. If you didn't know, the Holy Grail is believed to be the cup that Jesus drank from at the Last Supper. It was also the cup used to catch the blood of Jesus during his crucifixion. The crescent moon is also associated with the cup because of its shape. And Julie was also looking up at the crescent moon, the womb. And Tabby peered at the light of the world, or the sun. Mary and baby Jesus have been depicted inside of the ancient symbol known as the Vesica Piscis. This symbol is used to depict Jesus in artwork as far back as 1097 AD and further. This symbol is relevant to the show and is actually referenced multiple times. Boyd's nickname is the main clue that ties this reflection together. Mr. Fish and Loaves is a direct reference to the biblical story of Jesus and the 2 fish, which is found in the book of Matthew, as in Tabitha Matthews or the Matthews family. Father Kotri also references the book of Matthew. In Latin, the Vesica Piscis means bladder of the fish due to the shape of the dual circle's intersection point. I could go on about this, and I will, but we have time to do that in future videos, and I'll show a connection to all of that later on in this video. So for now, let's just keep it moving. Now, with all of these Jesus references, I'm not surprised that Tabby goes to visit a priest, which we see in the trailer. She went to visit Kotri and lent him the question about the actual possibilities of Frumlin. And with this priest, she flat out tells him that nothing she has been through is possible. For some reason, I think this priest may know something as well. I wonder if he will lie to Tabby in some way, just as Kotri did when he lied about not being able to catch Sarah. Also, why are they in the confessional? Why couldn't they just speak out in the pews or in his office? That's just a thought. The next scene takes us right into showing us Tabby walking up to a bottle tree outside of Frumlin. A man is with her, and the very next shot is of the two of them inside of the house in the hallway. On the wall, you can see several pictures with young Eloise and Victor. There are a couple baby pictures which indicates the age difference between the siblings. I believe the man to be Victor's father, and the photo at the very top is a family portrait. Notice the 5 photo frames surrounding the middle photo of Eloise in a gold frame. The frame looks newer than the others, meaning it could have been taken after she returned or used to just draw attention to that photo. It is the most clearest photo that we can see, actually. At first glance, she seems to be wearing the same shirt we see in Victor's memory flashback, but they seem to be a different color. That could be for 2 reasons. Maybe they did a color grading scheme to indicate that Victor was having a flashback, or it could be showing us that Victor's memories are missing details. Now we get some of the most interesting shots from the trailer, the basement shots. Let's start with the second one first. Here we have 2 paintings of the Gooey Kid. The painting on the left is a match to the vision that Tabitha had when her and Julie left the barn storage room after looking through the clothes. The clothing matches, along with the hair color as well. The torn dress exposing the shoulder, and they're holding hands. One has on a dress and one has on a short set. In the top right corner, we see a dark figure in one of the paintings. We've seen a few dark figures throughout Victor's drawing, and his memories aren't all there, so I wonder if he actually knows what that is, but I'm sure we'll find out. Here we have the other shot in the basement, which is one of the most interesting to me. The most recognizable part about this shot is the cave cage that Tabby seen when she was in the tunnels with Victor. We also see a painting of a shadowy figure that appears to be a Puritan from the 17th century time period, descendants from early Pilgrim settlers. Now, if you're familiar with my work on this channel, you know that I have spoken about the clues to Native American history on this show, which would most definitely be intertwined with Pilgrims and Puritans. The man that Jade sees drinking from a skull also is clothed in garments from that time period. The Gooey Kids also wear undergarments from this time period, and as I've stated before, I believe that this drawing of Ellis's is depicting 2 men carrying children. The children appear to be in white, and notice the frilled collar of this guy on the left. The Puritans are connected to the Salem witch trial. I remember seeing Donna tied to that tree and instantly thinking about the Salem witch trial. Those witch trials were initiated by the Puritans in 1692. 19 accused witches were hanged on Gallows Hill in 1692. An indigenous slave named Tituba was at the center of this controversy. She was the first person to confess practicing witchcraft in Salem Village. 1 month later, Tituba, as well as 2 other women in the village named Sarah Osborne and Sarah Good, were again accused of witchcraft. Long story short, Tituba's testimony was used to find 24 accused witches guilty, in which 19 were hanged and the other 5 died in custody. Tituba remained in prison until being sold to an unknown person for the price of her jail fee. Now, after seeing that shadowy Puritan painting in the basement and the Puritan we see drinking from the skull, it makes me wonder if it's connected to a phrase brought to America by the Puritan, memento mori, which means remember you must die. It became baked into the Puritan aesthetic and was a reminder to live in spite the inevitability of death. Now, with that being a large staple in the strict religious background of the Puritans and used commonly in 17th century graveyards throughout New England and the upper mid-Atlantic, makes me think about Jamestown, Virginia in the year 1609, a date that we see on the wall in Tabby's dream. In the winter of 1609 at Virginia's Jamestown colony, all of the food resources had ran out and the crops did not survive or were destroyed by Powhatan Indians. English settlers were afraid to leave the fort due to the real threat of the Powhatan. Some residents were forced to do the unthinkable by eating anything they could, including rats, shoe leather, and other settlers. The strongest evidence that this took place was the skull of a 14-year-old girl with cut marks on the bone and signs of the flesh and brain being removed. It's winter in Frumlin and the food is gone. Visions of Puritans drinking from skulls. Eloise's paintings of the Puritans. That winter of 1609 was called the starving times. You have the skull, you have memento mori, and the date matching Tabitha's dream date in the tower. Family, I think we found a serious clue. I'm gonna make a prediction that one of the episodes will be titled The Starving Time. Another prediction is I think that Tabby is in either Massachusetts or Virginia. Now let's talk about that last painting real quick. I told you that I would circle back to the Vesica Pisces, and here we see the Vesica Pisces on this painting of a mirrored individual with a bleeding eye and mouth. This symbol is very much like what we see in the cave drawing. The apparent noses in the paintings are two vertical straight lines, and the lines on the symbol are two horizontal lines that, if layered properly, indicate another Vesica Pisces. I have seen many theories about the cave drawings, and a lot of the images on the wall are easily interpreted, or at least something that we can connect to what we have seen already. Nothing really jumped out about this particular symbol until now. The straight lines in each are deliberate, and I'm sure that we will get some answers, yet more mystery from this show. Anyway, just a little something to think about while we wait on the next episode. That's all for my video today. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Real Enigmas and Theories is back again with another video. I have to start this video off by saying that this is one of the dopest trails. Okay, so there is the video. So there's the video. What do you think? What's your thoughts on this video right here? I have some, and I'm going to share them for sure. But I definitely want to respond to what some of the things that I was seeing in the chat. And I'm going to tell you, I didn't notice that the preacher definitely shares a resemblance to Martin. I did not notice that. I did not notice that at all. Yeah, that's definitely a good catch. And because you guys did that, what I think we should do is, before I talk about my thoughts on this video, this particular video, I think we should do a little forensic examination of Martin and the priest. How about that, y'all? Let's try that. What y'all think about that? Okay. Yes, indeed, Julia. Julie. We got that down packed right there. The 1609 starving time, matching the date in the tower. That's crazy. Magnifying glasses was out on that one. However, like I said, I think we should do the little forensic analysis of Martin and the priest. So I'm gonna pull up a shot of Martin here in a second. I want to see everybody's thoughts on this video. Let me have it. Give me some pushback. Give me some pushback, or give me your thoughts on how you think it looked, how you think it went down. I think I think it's hitting pretty hard on that 1609 clue. The starving time of the winter, it being winter and from, the food is gone. Then we got Puritans showing up on the show, taunting Jade. We have Puritans in Eloise's drawings and her paintings. The children are wearing the 17th century undergarments. Ellis's drawing of the two Puritans carrying the children. I think we might be embarking on some real serious clues here, y'all. I don't know, like definitely. So I'm gonna load up Martin versus the priest. Give me a second here. Y'all go ahead and light that chat up real quick. Okay. Let's get them likes together so that they can know that we're live tonight. We're not going to be live for long tonight. I really don't want to see this show go there with the cannibalism. However, I'm going to trust them to do it the right way. You know, Yellow Jackets didn't do too bad. It was, I don't know. It was kind of crazy though. It was wild. Those cannibalism scenes on Yellow Jackets were very wild. So let's pull up the Martin and Boyd comparison. I mean, Martin. Yeah, here we go. We got to get Martin up here. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I want to get I don't want to just use a picture that I already have of Martin. And the reason why is because I want to get a good picture that we can actually, prospectively look at these in a forensic way. So I think we should go to like season 2, episode 2. Let me pull that up real quick. Go to Martin. That's where we get a real good look at Martin. Here we are. Here we are. Now I'm wondering if this is it the same actor that plays Martin. That would be real crazy and juicy. Okay. Now, yeah, this is the perfect picture of Martin. Now let's get the priest. Let's get the priest up here. Where he at? Right after Victor was talking to Sarah. Ooh, ooh, this got some steam to it, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at the pictures right now. This got some steam to it. This got some steam to it, y'all. I don't know. We might. I don't know. How would that fit, and how does that work, and what's that all about? Yo, this this priest looks funny, and why is she in the confessional talking to him about that? Why aren't they just like sitting on the pews or sitting outside or sitting in his office? Was she going there to confess something, or because I'm just, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Or maybe that's just where he was at when she got to the church. Who knows? We'll see though. We'll definitely see. But let me go ahead and crop these now. Man. And I'm gonna tell you something. Cinematically, the lighting is the same. The lighting is the same with the Martin and the priest. Martin and the priest are under the same kind of lighting. And also the light is shining on them from the same side, which would be their left side and our right side. So we have the screenshot of Martin. It's coming. Don't worry. I'm about to pull it up real good so we can look at these and examine these. Because I'm going to tell you, this got some steam to it. This got some steam to it. Has anybody been talking about the preacher and Martin looking alike, or is that something that we just kind of noticed, right now? Have people been talking about that? Is that a thing? Let me know in the chat. Oh, man, y'all. I'm about to show y'all this. Y'all gonna bug off of this. All right, now we will get this out of there. Okay. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. It's here too. It's here, y'all. I don't know. This might definitely be something. There it is. It's right there, y'all. Uh, this is kind of wild. Yeah. And notice, like I said, the lighting. They're both like dark in a dark spot. I've done nothing to these things other than just screenshot them right from the media. I've done nothing to them. This looks like Martin. Holy fucking shit, y'all. Look at the bridge of the nose. Look at the cheeks. Look at the cheekbones. Yo, this is fucking crazy. Look at the head. Pause. Holy shit. All right now. Is this something that we peeped? Let me know. Is this something that we peeped just now? Or is this a thing that people have been talking about since the trailer came out? Cause if this is something that we peeped just now, give yourselves a round of applause. Cause I didn't even see the shit. I didn't peep it. But it's definitely there. I mean, what the fuck? Julie says, real, I think she went to a priest because she questions her sanity. Needed someone to talk to who won't lock her in a rubber room. She went to Katri for advice the last time she felt this way. Yes, and I spoke on that. And the parallels of what she said to Katri are crazy to what she said to this priest. I wonder what his name is. I wonder what his name is going to be, y'all. Very curious to know what this priest's name is going to be. And will he be like, uh, will he give her some info? Will he give her something? Like, will he be instrumental? Or will he lie to her? Will he know anything? will he lie to her like Katri lied to her? Because when she went to Katri, he took that opportunity to lie to her real quick when she asked about Sarah. And he was like, oh, nah, my knees ain't like they used to be. I couldn't catch her. So, yeah, yeah. Okay. So, the Grumble Door. We're not saying that that is Martin, you know. We're saying that it looks like Martin. And I would say that that's undeniable. That's undeniable that he looks like Martin. Okay. Carrie says the cycle of townspeople is already doomed. This cycle of townspeople is already doomed. The same will happen. Only one will survive in town and one escape. Whoa, that's heavy. That's heavy. So if we look in the past, then we know what's going to happen in the future, right? I guess so. But I think that these people are going to break that shit. I think they're going to break the cycle. And I think that that's what the carvings in the tunnels are saying. I think it's a prophecy that the cycle gets broken. And I talk a little bit about that in the video, but we can get into it a little bit this evening here. Yeah, that right there is crazy. Yo, that kind of look like him. First the audio soundbite, now this. Y'all be catching everything. It's new to me. I think it totally looks like him. The nose, the forehead, the eyes. Martin looks like an emaciated version of this priest with long hair and beard. Indeed, he does. I mean, I'm just leaving it up there while we talk this shit real quick to let it sink in that this dude looks like this dude. Like if you was to starve this priest and hang him up in a dungeon, that's what his ass would be looking like. And we talk, I'm talking about fingernails, everything. Like that's what he would be looking like in this motherfucker. Period. Gotta read the chat. Yeah, I'm trying to read the chat and, do this at the same time, sis. Yo, okay. This has to be him. I know this since the trailer. Okay. Well, why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing, Quan? You know this since the trailer? Choco said his name will be Martin. That'd be crazy. The priest will lead her to Henry, Victor's dad. That's a great prognostication right there. I love that. Quan said Quan was sitting on that the whole time. Yo, Quan, just to tell you, when I found that sound bite, a bunch of people came out the woodworks talking about they knew too. They saw it too. I'm like, well, why you ain't say nothing? Y'all been in the comment sections of all these people making theories about who it is, and nobody said nothing about the sound bite being Kelly from the tree. Yeah, all right. Okay. Yes. I'm with that. I'm not mad at that at all. I think we definitely, yo, this looks like him. Okay. I know, right? Yo. No, you trying to keep me on my toes. I love it. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Sophia. No, I got a smile on my face. I feel like I got people that got my back, right? You got the wrench for a reason, right? I fuck with you. Enigma was the first I heard with the sound bite. Yes. The priest had a funny look on his face when Tabitha was talking to him, like he knows something, as if he knows about Frumville or connected to it somehow. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. And I was going to talk about that. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. I definitely think the look on the priest's face was like, oh, shit, God, man, I didn't even want to hear about this place again. I thought I had that behind me. Like, that's the kind of vibe he had on his face. Like, oh, shit. Should I tell her that I know about this shit or not? Like, that's how he looked. The look he gave her was telling. He looked like he knew something when she started speaking. Facts. Facts. So so perhaps he's part of a bigger conspiracy. It could be. It could very well be. Not totally sure on what it is, but the priest definitely had a crazy look on his face. The priest is sus. The priest was looking at her like, you left your kids? Like, exactly. If that's me, if I'm the priest, I'm looking at her ass like, hold on, so wait, let's get this straight. You went to chase some little ghouly kids and left your own kids behind? I would have been the same way. They put him in the trailer for a reason, Too Tall says. Too Tall's in the building. We all up in here tonight. Late night stream. Just dropped the video. We're going to go through the little pieces of the video I dropped. You know, I think the biggest takeaway from this video is the 1609 date on the tower and the 1609 starving times, the winter of Jamestown, Virginia. Yes, indeed. There's a lot. I seen Choco Beauty say something about a lot of her theory has to do with uh the New England area. That's not exactly what she said, but I read one of her comments while we were watching the video. And yes, there is a lot of New England stuff going on. I mean, think about it. Boyd's son's name Ellis, and he had the torch. That tells you a lot right there. It has to do with liberty, the founding fathers, things of that nature are going. Yes, they put him in the trailer for a reason, and they put him in there with that look on his face. Julie be right on it. We be right on point together. Like she be talking that shit. When you went on about Jim and Tabitha leaving their kids over bullshit, I felt that. Yo, there's no way I'm leaving mine in a situation like this at all. Like, this has got to be a video game of some sort. They've got to be being controlled and moved around by somebody else or something. That's the only way I'm giving it up to some science fiction shit, because we haven't had any science fiction satisfaction yet. And to play out all of this and then to say something like that would explain a lot about these people's actions. So I wouldn't be mad at a science fiction, but I'm not going with the alien shit. I mean, it's been done before. It's too redundant. It's been done a lot. And I don't think that they will waste all this attention to detail on that. You see what I'm saying? Dana Marie says, I'm telling you, what if it's Martin? Because Martin is the big bad and he was reaching out from Frumville. We know the boy in white can. So if Martin is more than we think, he could be manipulating her still. Yo, that's a heavy theory right there. Because this is Martin. This does look like Martin. The eyes, the brow. Look at his eyebrows, y'all. Look at his eyebrows. Do y'all see the little knot right here? He got the knot right there. Is this the same actor, y'all? Um, Let me see some of my people. If y'all hop on IMDb or whatever, y'all can find if this priest has been added as a cast member. And what we can do as well is go find um Martin's character. Go find the name of Martin's character, and we can look up and see what he really looks like. Because I'm sure he doesn't look like how Martin looks. If this is him, he'll probably look more like this guy. If you cut Martin's beard right here and you cut his hair short. They have the same male pattern baldness, right? If you cut his hair short and you cut his beard, he looks like Martin. And you give him a Philly cheesesteak sub, maybe 5 of them, he'll start looking like the priest, Martin would. The resemblance is uncanny. Please, God, no aliens. No, yo, I'm telling you, it's just like what are we doing? Okay, okay. That forehead though. The forehead is where it's at. Bull forehead look like a swollen kneecap with fluid in it. Like what? You know what I'm saying? Not sure he say not male pattern baldness. Yo, how come I always start roasting Martin? I don't know why. Like I mean Martin, I got to stop roasting him. He needs a pot roast though. He need a pot roast with extra butter and potatoes for sure. Okay. May not mean anything, but season one, the first ambulance they show has the name TROY sprayed on the side. That's an acronym for They Reminisce Over You, 1990 CL Smooth. Yo. Yo, that's one of my favorite records. Like, real shit. That's one of my favorite records. Pete Rock is one of my favorite producers of all time. One of them. I say he's in my top 10. You know what I'm saying? He's in my top 10. But yeah, he's one of my faves. I love that song. Anytime I see, I've been thinking that every time I see the TROY on the side of that ambulance, I think about that song. Anytime I see that, I remember I was going riding through Alabama and I seen a city called Troy, Alabama, and on the radio, They Reminisce Over You came on the radio as I was riding through Troy, Alabama. It was the craziest shit ever, bro. Okay, Andrew says, I was gonna ask, what do you think of the purpose of Frumlin? To harness energy, souls, to break up spirits? Your theory, what is the purpose? I think that it is a place that has been created by turmoil, and the things that we see inside of it is just like different factions of magics being used by different people throughout time. I think we have hoodoo being used. I think we have Native American sorcery being used, and other things as well, things that have been brought in from the settlers, bringing their schools of thought over as well, such as the fairies and things of that nature. So I think that it was like, just like how America is a melting pot of different people, I think From is a melting pot of different schools of thoughts and sorcery and magic, and them people fighting and using the various things. Some of the things probably didn't work and they got killed, but some of these things did work, like your talismans, your bottle tree. You know what I'm saying? Even for the entities that are stuck there themselves, I think they are grabbing people based upon their bloodlines and associations. I've been saying that from the beginning. I think this has a lot to do with American history and the settlers that came here. Also, I talked about Tituba. If y'all know anything about Tituba, she was an indigenous slave who was accused of witchcraft, and she pretty much snitched on everybody. She started the whole shit. She was walking around the town telling she was walking around the village of Salem, just like implicating people for whatever reason. We don't know like the real story. We just know what they say in the history books. But 19 people were hanged and burned, and all type of stuff was going on, and some of them died in police custody waiting on their trial, and it just got real ugly. And then she was somebody bought her. You know what I'm saying? There's another there is another settler who was an explorer that ended up disappearing around 1609 as well, and like nobody never found him. And that's the same thing that happened at the massacre at Fort Pillow. Like some of those people like disappeared and nobody ever found them. And I'm, wondering if the writers are taking those bits of history and adding that to the story. Like maybe these guys are where they went or whatever. These guys went there. Okay, Robert Verlake played Martin. Okay, so if we know who played Martin, go look up Robert. All right, I'll look him up real quick. Hold on. I'll look him up. Give me a second. Let me look him up and see what he looks like. Does he look like the preacher? Nah, he don't. Could he be the preacher though? Could he? I'm saying he could. He don't look that far away, but he just doesn't have a beard. He just doesn't have a beard. He doesn't look that far from dude though. Do we have anything with him with a beard? Oh, Bull played in mad shit. Hold up. Nah, that's not him, yo. That's not him. But here he is with a beard though. Holy shit. That's what is that Martin? Is he playing Martin? He looks like this dude all over again as soon as you turn him into this. But that's not him, y'all. That's not. I don't think that's the same actor. But it could be still like some kind of relation, I guess. But that's heat right there, y'all. That's still heat. Give yourselves a round of applause. Yeah, that beat was classic. I love it. And he could be one of the descendants. Yup, he could be one of Martin's descendants or something. And he could be one of Martin's descendants, and that's why he looks like him, and that's why he knows about Frumlin. That could be something like that. I hope they tell us about Jim. Theory about how something or someone was listening and watching town. Hope they bring that up next season. Yeah, I do hope they kind of give us an insight on who was on that radio. Because, I mean, we heard the radio in season 1. You gave us nothing but somebody else now calling on the phone in season 2. So, you know, come with some answers. If they don't come with no answers to certain shit and they just like start abandoning a bunch of plot points, that will really suck. I'm gonna just be real with you. Anyone catch 1822 on Netflix? Maybe looks like he recognizes he heard a similar story and may feel bad for committing Eloise, but he points Tabby to the dad. That's a very good theory right there. That's a very good theory. That wouldn't make him necessarily nefarious, right? That would make him sorrowful for like, damn, like the little girl was trying to tell me the same shit. I need to send her to the dad. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I think whoever spoke to Jim on the phone just is living just the cabins that they show in the trailer. Those metal voodoo human doll looking things out front. Yeah, I think that's who's in the on the radio as well. And I think they can see what's going on. Or or whatever something called them and told them to go out there. I think somebody talked to Jim on that phone and told his ass to go out there, and Kenny decided to go with him. So Sophiel says, I get what you're saying. It doesn't have to be a simulation. She could be in another level of it, and this priest is an illusion like Martin was, a dream state she's in. Yo, it's a lot of people holding on to that dream state theory. I'm gonna just be real with you. I don't think so. However, I wouldn't be mad at it at all. Frumlin gonna have burrows. Ha ha ha. Yes, indeed. It seems like we got two barrels already. Well, three. We got the Highlands. We got the uptown and downtown and the Highlands so far. Dana Marie says, I think it was Christopher, and now he's calling Jim and leads him to that new village with the scarecrow totems. That would be crazy. That would be dope. Okay. Quan says they cast that priest to look like Martin, in my opinion. From doesn't do coincidence. Yo, I hear you on that. There's something behind that. At the very least, that look that he gave definitely tells us something. We can already see that Tabitha is questioning where she is. Yes, indeed. What did Julie say? It totally makes sense. Then the dream theory, we believe it would still be possible, but she's in another level of it. I don't know about that. I think she's out, y'all. I think she's out because, like, why would this level? All right, so with that theory, then you have to dig deeper into the theory of Victor having something to do with this place. Because why would the next level have pictures of his crib, pictures of his family and shit at the crib? You know what I mean? Yes, indeed. Gardenia blossoms. I think Tabitha's in the real world. Julie says, I don't think everyone is dreaming all of it. We think it's a pocket dimension that causes dreams, nightmares, premonitions, and illusions of all kind. Now that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm definitely at with it. I think it can cause all of those things inside of this place. This is why we see all of the different as a matter of fact, Fatima kind of says that. Fatima says that to Elgin, like the place messes with some people and some people it doesn't. So she pretty much said that. That's what Tony and I were arguing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm gonna do a video about it, but I hope we get another trailer soon. But I'm gonna do a video about it. About every time you saw that music box, it was a dream. Um, I think that I have some solid points on that, and I think with the visual and everything, that'll be a pretty dope video. Um, yeah, that does look like him, y'all. That does look like him. But I want to talk about I want to talk about some things. I want to talk about some things, y'all. There's some things I want to talk about. And we're going to get to those things as well. Let me run through a few more of these chats and we're going to get to it. I was trying on IG to send a screenshot of the side by side of Eloise flashback on the wall pic. I had one. I threw one up in the video in the in the media source I have here. Um yeah, that video is crazy, y'all. We gonna get into it. All right. Carrie says, I hope she's still on another level, the beginning town. Like on the cave painting, it was definitely two different towns, but maybe two that diverted live on those two houses where the hoodoo was. Okay. Gardenia Blossoms. Do we know where Victor's from? No, we don't know where Victor's from, but I'm thinking that I'm thinking that it's gonna be either Massachusetts or Virginia. And if it's not that, it's definitely gonna be somewhere in the New England states and territory, for sure. We already saw that they do have snow on the ground up there. He was playing in the snow with his sister outside. So I think it's gonna be somewhere up in there. Um, I make predictions every video I put out. So for that 10 prediction thing that Taryn, Tony, and I are gonna be doing, I think I'm just gonna go through my videos and pull out my predictions and pick the ones I like the most, and maybe add a couple more. Hopefully, we get a another trailer before we all three of us do that video. Dana Marie says, totally agree. And if you remember, Lost Eloise in that show said the island was not the only place in the world that holds special properties. I think Fromville is another place like the island. That could be true. I didn't see Lost. I just started watching Lost again. I tried to watch it before. Yes, every time you see the music box, it was a dream or a sequence of something. Yes, indeed. Really niggas. It's Camden, Maine when she's looking out the window. Okay. That's New England. That's New England. And if it snows out there. But I think I don't know. That was a crazy thing though. Tabitha is in New England. Yes, she is. That's where this thing takes place. Anywhere near Plymouth Rock, you know. Plymouth we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. That's right. That's right. Okay. Let's get in. Let's get into it. Yes, indeed. Shout out to all the moderators. Shout out to all the members. Shout out to everybody that's here. If you are a member, give yourself a round of applause by celebrating with some of those emojis that we have in there. And if you're not a member, celebrate yourself by whatever emojis you want to use. We about to get into this and really start talking about this. I won't be looking at the chat. I'm gonna be going off on a rant for a while. So I'll be back to the chat. Okay, hold on. Let's pull this video back up. Okay. Okay. So we talked about a couple of things before already in here. We talked about something that we really focused on just now was the priest looking like Martin. Yo, that is that's valid, Joe. That's valid. But let's look here. Let's take a look at some of this. Okay. All right. The ghoulish kids. Now there were some things that I wanted to talk about this whole thing, and I didn't really drop it in the video because I was just like, I need to get this thing out. I'm already on page 7. Like, this is enough for one video. I'll come back to it. We got enough time before the season premieres, and we'll have enough videos to keep you full until it comes. So I do want to talk about some of those things though before I do videos on them. Yeah. So we are in the thought that Eloise has gotten out. I think so too. And if you believe that Tabitha is on another level, then you would have to believe that Eloise went to like another level. And if she did go to another level, then that means that would explain why um we don't see her in the trailer, or why it appears that she's gone. It doesn't look like she lives there anymore. It doesn't look, I don't know, unless he's waiting on her to come home before, and he's showing Tabitha around the place before they get there. But one of the main things that I want to bring up about this part of the trailer right here is that she is actually painting what Tabitha saw. Now, we looked at Eloise's pictures before, and Eloise, maybe I need to bring the screen up. Yeah, let's bring this screen up. Real Enigmas and Theories is back again with another video. Eloise, I have to start this video off by saying that this is one of the dopest trailers that I've ever seen. I think by now, I'm sure that you've all seen it, so we're not going to play it here. Plenty of breakdowns on YouTube already. So we're going to pull out the magnifying glasses and go through this, the Real Enigmas and Theories. Let's start at the beginning. I'd like to point out that the trailer starts right where we left off at season 2. The very last shot was of Tabby at the window. However, this shot has been clearly redone and fresh. We can see the scratches are inconsistent, and this indicates that when we see Tabitha in season 3, her story will start in the hospital and move forward from there. I expect to hear more about the hikers that found her, how much time has passed since she was found, and what city and state she lands in. I think that she's either going to land in Massachusetts or Virginia, and we'll get to the reasons why later. There's a lot to unpack with this trailer, so I'm going to focus on what's going on with Tabitha outside of Frumlin and make connections to what we already know, and show you how it adds credence to what I've been talking about on this channel all along. I'm going to grab bits and pieces that are going on within the town, but for the most part, I'm going to focus on what's going on with Tabitha in this video and cover other parts of the trailer and other videos. In a previous video of mine, I speak about how Tabby may be able to contact Julie in some way. I pointed out the drawing of Julie inside of the lunchbox that Victor gave her, and also the parallel between Tabby pulling back the curtain to the left and seeing the sun, and the curtain being pulled back to the right for Julie to look outside at the crescent moon. In Tabby's hospital room, you can see the blue and yellow cups on the counter. Blue and yellow are always used on this show, It was used many times in the last episode of season 2, but it's been used throughout the show pretty frequently. The color yellow is commonly associated with sunlight and heat, while the blue is linked to moonlight, water, and cold. Combined, these colors make green, which is associated with life or a cycle. The cup is associated with the divine feminine qualities of the womb, and the womb is. Yo, my fault. Julie, I see you calling me, telling me that the sound is off. Yo, how embarrassing. My bad, y'all. I didn't know that when I turn the video on in this certain scene that I have up that it cuts the mic off. I'm used to using the other one. So I'm using this one because I'm actually showing you my screen. So I apologize for that. So I don't need the video. We're going to cut that off. We good now. Are we good in the chat? I'm back to it. So I'm back to it. So again, I'm not going to be checking out the chat while I'm going real quick. Here's what I was talking about. I was talking about Eloise's drawing. And if we look at her drawing, this is definitely the shot of Tabitha's premonition. And I talked about this in the video a little bit, but I want to expand on it a little. How in the world is she drawing things that Tabitha is seeing? Tabitha just saw this maybe like a couple of days ago or a week ago at best, right? From the time of not even a week ago, from the time that we ended in season 2 when she woke up in the hospital. They said she had been found like 2 days ago or whatever. So only a few days went by since she had the vision of these children. So these paintings don't appear that, Eloise just did them like the other day. These seem to be something that these paintings seem to be something that she did a while ago. So that would mean that she is like seeing into the future, so to speak. We seen her, she's having or seeing into different times, right? She can see into different times, and we can tell this through her drawings and her paintings. Over here, we have the painting of the Civil War soldiers. She made them with brown skin. She made a point to make these with brown skin. They're Civil War soldiers. They have the guns and the rifles just like the ones that was chasing Jade. So this is a deliberate tidbit right here. This is definitely connecting this show to American history. There's no doubt about it. There's actually no way around it, right? It's totally what you see here. So, okay. What else do we see? We see that she painted a bottle tree. She drew a bottle tree as well. These are Eloise's drawings. So it seems that she is able to see into different time periods or something. Okay. Here's old Martin and the priest again. Get rid of them real quick. Put these back over here. Okay, so it seems like she can see into the future. Now, when Boyd traveled to Martin and he seen Martin, okay, Sophie L says, do you guys think that Eloise saw the Ankui kids in a vision? Yes, I do. I think she saw them in a vision because they're dead for sure. And I don't think that she's like one of those, drawing interpreters where her mom described the gooey kids to her and this was from the description of her painting. I think she painted that. I think she saw them and painted what she saw. And if she painted what she saw, then she saw into the future and saw what Tabitha was going to see. She saw what Tabitha was going to see. All right. And if she can do that, and she also looked in different times, it's very similar to what happened to Boyd. Boyd went to a different time. It's definite that Boyd went to a different time. Martin was not only just a dream, but Boyd was able to travel through this vision, dream, illusion, or whatever you want to call it, back in time. How do we know that it's back in time? First of all, because the well was there. Second of all, because all of the walls were intact. The door was there. Everything was there. They had walls. They had torches on the walls. They had other prisoners. They had Martin. They had the wood where the well was. They had the rope and everything. And when Boyd walked out of the door, all that shit disappeared, and all you seen was like remnants of the archways. So it was definitely a dream. Now I'm gonna do you one even better. What if either Miranda or Eloise had a dream of Tabitha's birth, or not Tabitha's birth, Julie's birth at the hospital, and got a hold of the bracelet, and when they woke up, they brought the bracelet back with them, just like how Boyd brought the torch back with him. This would explain how the bracelet traveled through time. Now I'm pretty sure you hearing this here first. Like I'm just going off the cuff with some things that I was thinking about earlier. And I think that the bracelet came back with Miranda or Eloise. One of them brought that bracelet back because Eloise can see into different time periods. And we know that if you can bring something back from a different time period, whether or not you believe the Martin thing was a dream or not, you have to agree that it was time travel nonetheless, because the remnants of the place totally appeared from an intact structure. This means that when he was with Martin, he was at that same location when the location was intact. And then when he came out of there, he traveled to the current time where that place is just a memory and just a few stones are still sticking up. That's it. So whether you believe that it's a dream or not, but I think that the dream is how they travel. I think that's the traveling mechanism. Okay. Now it's dope because it would definitely it definitely would explain why you see this painting of Tabitha's vision. Now, this painting of Tabitha's vision is definitely, hold on, I have the actual shot of her vision too. Where is it at? Here it is. And I did this on the live last night. I pulled this up. This is of Tabitha's vision. Uh-oh. No, no. Okay. Look at the shoulders, the shoulders ripped on the dress here, on the little girl. The hair's red. The hair's red here. Okay. They're holding hands. She's wearing the dress, and he's wearing the little short set. They call these knickers, uh, with a CK. I was looking up the actual Puritan drip that they used to rock back then. I don't know, you know. I think Jermaine Dupri had on some Puritan drip one time at one of these award ceremonies. It was kind of funny. Hold on, let me look. Let me see. Yeah, bro had on bro had on the drip. Bro definitely had on some like Puritan drip. Okay. I don't know what he thought he was doing, but he had on some what are those type shit. Now, back to business. Okay. Let's pull up the thumbnail and talk about the real meat and potatoes of this video. So here we have the Puritan dude, okay? And we have Mr. What are those? Okay, so what are those, right? These are the stockings and garters right here. Okay? This is bro with the Puritan drip. This is the Puritan drip. And dude has the stockings and garters. Everything good? Let me check on the chat real quick. Oh yeah, that's JD at the 50th hip hop anniversary. I know I said I was gonna stay away from the chat, but I can't. Puritan drip is crazy. Yeah, they rocking the Puritan drip. You know what I'm saying? So we can see Mr. What are those? Bro looked like he went to one of them Puritan dances real quick and he danced until the buckles fell off his shit. I think, and he was drunk and he fucked around, fell and hit his eye, and he was wiping his shit with his sleeve. And then when he woke up, all the food was gone, so they just started eating motherfuckers and shit. I don't know. Something happened. But this dude is definitely okay. So if we look at the Puritan drip over here, you got the ruffles right here on the collar. The ruffled collar. It's called the ruff, right? And you look at the hat. Bro got the 5150 Puritan hat. You know. Yeah, he got so hey, anybody remember that 5150 drip? Anyway, we have the Puritan in Eloise's painting as well. You know what I'm saying? And we can see now we look at this this right here with the skull, okay? Bro is doing the same hand signs, right? They doing the same hand signs, okay? I think he may have his hand on the skull as well. They just want to add that in there because it would have been like too obvious. But dude looked like a Puritan clown or something over here. The shadowy figure. He looks real menacing. You know, doesn't look like this character is gonna be any fun. And I think that this is gonna be a part of what we see in season 3. A lot of that. Well, we already know that this is gonna be some of it already. You know, because we see old boy over here. We see old boy with the skull. Now, right on this skull, it says memento mori, which means remember you will die. And it's pretty much on some cool vibe they thought it was. It sounds very morbid right now to us. But back then, they looked at it as remember you will die, meaning, okay, like live your life, you know, because you know you're going to die. So you might as well live your life and be strong and do your thing, right? So that's what they saying. But it was something that became very embedded into the Puritan aesthetic, okay? Now, if I'm not mistaken, this little crest right here that we see with the red and black, this little crest that we see right here is also at the at Tien Chen's crib on the wall. This is in there. I gotta find it, but I believe that it's on there. Don't take me on that for 100%, but it's something that looks like this on that wall. Okay, and I found a bunch of these pictures with the memento mori on it that had all of these skulls were with a glass or a cup. Okay, and to see what this dude was doing with the skull is crazy. And he was drinking from it like it was a glass or a cup. So I don't know. I feel like I just dropped a bomb with this one, but at the same time, I feel like I started noticing something about the fact that Eloise drew what Tabitha saw, and I think that's very significant. And I don't think that's something we should just brush over. Actually, the fact that Eloise saw what Tabitha done, I think is very significant. I think that Eloise or Miranda could both see these children. Let's not forget, Victor said that his mom left him and his sister in the root cellar, told him to take care of his sister, told his sister to keep drawing her pictures. So Eloise was the one that was drawing, yo. She was the one that was drawing. And her mom gave her the crayons and told her to keep drawing her pictures and doing her thing, right? Now, then he said that Eloise left and ran to go get the mom. Now, this used to always make me scratch my head because then he later says in the same breath that this bottle tree is where my mom went to. My sister said that my sister told me that my mom went to this bottle tree to save the kids in the tower because Tabitha picked up the picture of Eloise's of the tower and said, "What is this?" And he said, "That's where my mom went to save the kids." That's what my sister said. So I always had a problem and I always scratch my head with that one because how is how did she tell you that if she ran away with the mom and you didn't see her again? Did she come back after the mom got killed? Like what happened? How did she tell you that that's where she went? Now looking at the fact that Eloise can see into different times and see different things. And she must have had visions of these kids. She must have had visions of the tower. Seeing all of that to be true explains to me how she would know and be able to tell him because she was also seeing these things. Now, people have gone into these dreams and brought back things with them. We seen Elgin brought back water in his lungs from being drowned in a tub. Kenny brought back a burn mark. Boyd brought back a cut on his arm and a torch. And Boyd's journey was to a different time period. So that I'm thinking that the bracelet had to travel through Eloise or Miranda, who was possibly able to have those dreams and travel to different times as well. Um, that's just where I'm thinking. I'm thinking that Eloise or Miranda brought that back? What if she brought it back and gave it to her mom? Or what if her mom brought it back? That would be how the bracelet makes it back. We've already seen somebody do it. So I digress on that. I'm about to head on over to the chat, see what's going on, see what y'all are talking about. Are y'all vibing on what I'm saying? Is my screen embarrassing me or what's going on right now? I don't even know. All right, so I'm back. Okay, I'm over here. We're over here. Oh, so Sophiel, you thought about the bracelet being brought back in a dream as well. Did you think that it was Miranda or Eloise that brought it back? Let me know. Carrie's definitely on the side of like some sort of like simulation or something. I like that theory. I would just need some like harder evidence like, okay, you see this, so this must be telling you this. But it's dope. Yo, see, I didn't know Sophie L thought about that. You thought Miranda brought it through a dream. Okay. Okay. So I'm catching up to you then. But okay, so I'm adding a little credence to your theory with this painting because we can see she's definitely able to see into different time periods. She saw the Civil War soldiers. She saw the bottle tree. I don't think you just get to see that bottle tree like that. I think you have to be like in the know and where it's at and everything. Even Victor couldn't find it at first because apparently it had moved. Not a simulation. What are you thinking it is? Like, what are you thinking? Carrie said she was thinking that somebody was actually watching and waiting for Julie to be born and they stole that token. Yes. Now, I think that bracelet is what saved Jim when he was under the house and made the things not mess with him. Yes, indeed. I need to get up on that Discord and chat with y'all. Definitely. I definitely need to do that. I need to get on Discord more. I'm not really familiar with Discord heavy, but I will. Okay, let's see here. She sent the link. Okay. All right, I'm in there, I think. She's asking my birthday and all that. Okay. Yeah, wanna know you ain't no little young buck in here going crazy. Oh, it won't let me claim my account, yo. I'll do it and get on it. I got the link now. So we in there like swimwear. Okay. So let's hop in this chat. The pics are blocking the comments. Well, let's see here. Yeah, y'all, I'm using like a harder software. I'm using like OBS software. I'm not using like StreamYard. I know StreamYard is like easier. Um, and I definitely wanna I'm gonna try it out. I have an account on there, but I just haven't tried. Okay. Okay, yes indeed. Darren Boy says, "Hey guys, man, I swear I have on notifications for these lives, especially if it's early morning here, and I keep missing them. Damn, love the replays of all of them though. That's dope, yo. Thank you for real. Nah, this was just off the cuff. I did this because I wanted to talk about the video I just dropped with y'all. And if y'all want to call in real quick, I got time to take maybe a call real quick and and then get up out of here. I don't want to take up too much time. I got things to do tomorrow. But you know I had to come holler at y'all today if I dropped the video and I had some heat in it like the 1609. The 1609 is definitely a clue. I think we got one with that. So if anybody wants to call and have a quick little conversation about it, let's do it. I'm with it. Yes, indeed. And as I said at the beginning of this video, I wasn't just like capping on that. I think this is one of the dopest trailers I've ever seen. No shit, yo. Yes, I would love the deep diving that you guys do on the Discord. Did anybody catch the 1609 or the starving time? What do y'all think about the starving time? I mean, the starving time is crazy. What do you think about my theory about one of the episodes being called the starving time? Do we have a list of all the episodes yet? I don't think we have a list of all the episode names yet. That'll probably be out in a couple of weeks. I think we will get another trailer though. I don't think they're just gonna leave us with that one teaser and that one trailer. I think it's gonna be like an official Bone Gristle trailer coming. I want to create my own Discord at some point. So the way out of Fromville so far is death, like Martin and Tabitha go through a faraway tree like Eloise. I don't know if it's death. And I don't know. I don't know. I wonder if Eloise got pushed out the tower. I wonder if the same thing happened to her. Who knows? And it would be real sad if they put that girl in some sort of like home or something like that because she was coming back talking about, you know, what happened and what kind of place she was in. Yes, Dana Marie. We gonna talk about that. I'm gonna contact you. I'm gonna hit you back on in the email tomorrow. Well, not even tomorrow, but later on today. Um, and we'll definitely talk about that and get that popping. Winter is here, important to telling the full story of the entity. It's only it's the only time the story can be told. So if anyone sits down and tells a story, nightmare or other, listen closely. Yes, indeed. And I agree with you on that too. And I think they did it purposely so that we get episodes around the Halloween time period. So I think we will hear a story. Julie says, "I love your theory about about titling an episode 'The Starving Time' with the conditions that will be going on. Makes so much sense to the connection to the winter of 1609." Yeah, it's right on point. Do 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 do. Okay, hold on. Let me answer this.
Call from Umra.
Is that Mumra? Is that what you said?
Umra. I-M-R-A.
Umra.
Umra.
Amin Ra. Okay. Peace. Peace, Amin Ra.
How you doing, man?
All is well. All is well. I'm glad you called up here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just wanted, I just saw the trailer. I saw it late. I can't believe I missed it 3 days ago. I've been so busy, handling things with my trucking business. I ain't having time to catch up on my entertainment.
Oh, I totally understand. I totally understand. I get busy over here too. I was waiting on that trailer though. I had shut everything down for that day.
I knew it was coming. Look, I knew it was coming. Something told me it got to hit us with another trip. It's been too long. So like I said, I just missed the initial date of it. But let me dive into it. I'm in my man cave that I'm building right now. I got schedule with it. I ain't quite done with it.
I'm going through the same thing, brother. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right, I'm trying to get into streaming and things of that nature like you guys, like you and Tony, and a lot of you guys inspire me, to get on that camera and talk.
That's right. That's right. That's what I'm
But,
going through right now too. I'm getting my stuff together.
right, but first thing I want to say, bro, I'm not gonna be too long.
No problem.
First thing I want to say is I think we have to find out what is there this place.
They said they couldn't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay,
I think so.
Make sure y'all hear me. Yeah, make sure to check and hear me. They said they can hear me now.
How's that audio coming through now, guys? Talk a little bit so they can hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
I think they can hear you now.
Okay,
it should
cool.
be coming
So
through.
I'm just gonna say a few things, and I'm gonna get off and let you respond to them. But first thing I just wanted, we have to figure out. I'll start questioning what is this place fascination with Bard? It seems like this place is centered around Bard for whatever reason. Like they are fascinated with this guy.
With Boyd?
Yes.
Yes, I think that Boyd is a major player. Um, here's my theory for like later seasons. I don't know about next season, but later seasons, by the end of this thing, the people that we see in here now, the ones that survive, the main characters that survive, will will be able to control certain things, and they will be,
Okay.
yeah, they will be powerful in this place. They'll have some sort of power. They will have severely turned the tables. And I think that these things and events have been happening over and over again, like cycles just going over and over. The same things happening with different players, all of the same bloodline and association. But this time it gets broken.
And you think that's the importance of Bard?
Yes, I think he's an important part that helps break the cycle. I think one of the clues that they break the cycle is the fact that they always break the tires when you come in town. They put out strips to bust everybody's tires. That's what they've been doing. They've been breaking the cycle. They've been doing that since Boyd has been there, breaking out the tires, right?
Right.
Something happened where they decided to start breaking the tires because that's how that truck ends up in the pool. Some shit happened, right? That's
Right.
how that truck ended up in the pool. They had Ethan point out, he said, "Why are all the tires flat?" That's because they've been breaking the cycle. They're going to be
That was
they
like
This is the one, these are the ones that break the cycle. Carrie said earlier that she thinks that everything that's happened before is going to happen again. I'm not negating that. I'm saying that things have been happening over and over again, just like she's saying. But I'm saying that this time is different. You
okay.
see, they've been breaking the cycles. They've been and that's kind of like a foreshadowing of this.
Right. Okay. I can get with that, but also I want to bring up the point that what you were speaking on when I came into the lab, that these dates are here for a reason. They're not just throwing these years and these dates out for no reason. It's significant. It's significant to what's going on in this place.
Oh, without a doubt, no doubt,
Like they didn't show us their Civil War soldiers for nothing in
no
Jay's
doubt.
vision.
Now they showed us the Civil War soldier. They also showing us Puritans and Pilgrims
Right.
and Mister What are those? When they showing us this kind of stuff. Now here's the one eye symbolism. Okay, the the Civil War soldier in Jade's vision, his right eye was also messed up too from the
Right.
fire. Um, yeah, the 1609, the 1609 is definitely being hinted at here. That 17th century drip that they rocking is on this guy, and it's on this guy, and it's on the Ghoulie kids.
Right.
And those kids look like they're from that time. It's also, hold on, wait, let me find something else for you. Okay. It's also here. We have the Puritan drip is right here too. I think that these are two Puritans carrying children, bro.
Okay, I see. I can see how you see that.
Ellis Ellis drew this.
Yeah.
You see this dude's collar is damn near the same as this collar right here. And this one right here.
Right.
I think Ellis can see into the future as well. And I think he predicted Tabitha getting to the tower in another one of his drawings. See these people,
Okay.
see these drawings that this place is speaking to them, and Ellis is listening in a way that he is just expressing himself.
Right.
This is Tabitha at the tower. It's either Tabitha or someone else at the tower. This right here. I don't know if you can see this yet.
Yeah. I can see it.
Okay. This is the tower. Hold on, let me bring up the other photo that kind of uh pretty much links it in for you that this is the tower. Hold up. So at the end of season 2, when she gets to the tower, she's walking up the stairs. You can see her walking by those lights. Y'all going in the chat.
That's what they're supposed to
Chaco said, "Dude look like he smells."
do.
Oh yeah, I mean, Bull looked like he smelled like sour sausages and something. bro, bro, looking rough over there. His his fingers look like he been digging in coals.
Well, we all talk about, like you said, people from that 17th century year.
Do you guys think the cop was brought back to replace Tabitha? Very, very good catch. Very good catch. It seemed like every time somebody get killed, they bring people back. We had the massacre at Colony House, then a bus rolls in not too late, not too long afterwards. We
Right,
have Tabitha.
they got catch up on the screen time. Seemed like.
Right, so they need to have the same amount of players in the
Right.
game. They have to have these players, and this bus brought in a little more than they needed, so it's about time for another massacre, and that's what we know we're going to get.
Right, and Donna said it's rigged. Donna said that it's rigged.
Yeah, she said the game is rigged. She definitely said the game is rigged. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So this was a fun live. This was a fun quick one. I'm gonna hop
Okay.
off here now. I just wanted to do this to build with y'all for a little bit about
Right.
the um the video I dropped. You know,
For sure.
just want to mention this before I get out of here. Y'all know I got to mention the trip me and Taryn are going on. If y'all want to support
I'm gonna
that
get out of
trip,
here and finish watching on the live.
indeed, indeed. If y'all want to support the trip, definitely hit up on the Cash App or drop a super chat. All the proceeds are going to the trip. Yes, indeed, brother Taryn Matheru, who came up with the tarot theory. Him and I are going to Newfoundland to do some research on the founding parts of his theory that he has to do with From. I'm going to do a documentary about what we're doing, and we'll be on the trip while From is airing. So we'll be going live and direct from Newfoundland, him and I both. So we'll both be hosting it together. Y'all will see. We might even be going live. I know I'm going to be going like live on Instagram while we're at like certain locations and stuff like that. I'm going to be going live on Instagram. While we're driving, I'll be live on Instagram while we're driving. Y'all can like rock, listen to the music with us. We can rock out for however long we can rock out on Instagram. We'll hop back on and start another live. You know, we're going to be on some very long drives. We got like 19 hours of driving to do. Um, and I'll be doing all the driving actually. Taryn, living over there in the UK. It's like in New York City. Like you don't even need a car, so a lot of people don't learn how to drive. So, but I'll be doing the driving, and you guys will be riding with me. We're gonna be going live as well. Like on the day of the show, we might do the pregame or we might do the after show. Might do both. Um, we going yeah, we gonna check it out. Go live from all the different places, having fun, interviewing people, and so and we'll come back with lots of footage. We're gonna show y'all like the BTS stuff and all of that, and we'll put it together and make a really dope documentary. Him and I both will be doing voices for the documentary. and there's going to be custom artwork as well in the documentary from a friend of mine. We'll talk about that later as well. So yeah, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Um, Shout out to all the mods, all the members, and be on the lookout for that boy video as well. The boy video is gonna be crazy. Y'all gonna like that one. The boy video. I'm going over through his whole life pretty much, and I'm not making up anything. I'm just doing it from the perspective of what they showed us on the show. So it starts off when he's in college. So just to give you a little hint on what that's gonna be like. And that's, that's the video for tonight. Just a little something to think about while we wait on the next episode. That's all for the live